For months, rumors quietly circulated. Whispers of disagreements, separate travels, and noticeable absences from each other's arms during public events started raising eyebrows. Fans questioned whether the beloved Clooneys were just busy, or if something more serious was brewing behind closed doors. George, always private about his personal affairs, remained silent, until now. In a stunning interview that aired late last week, George Clooney sat down with a close friend and media personality for an honest and raw conversation that has since gone viral. Without any flashy PR statements or rehearsed lines, he opened up about the state of his marriage, the challenges he and Amal have faced, and whether the speculation about a divorce has any merit. George began by expressing how difficult it's been to maintain a normal marriage under a global spotlight. "You try to live a normal life," he said, "but when every move you make is under a microscope, it's not just exhausting, it's emotionally taxing." He admitted that he and Amal have faced growing pains, especially with their twins, Alexander and Ella, entering a new phase of childhood and with Amal's demanding legal work on humanitarian cases taking her around the world. He acknowledged that distance, differing schedules, and media pressure had caused tension between them. "We're two incredibly busy people who are also deeply committed to the world around us. That doesn't leave a lot of room for us." George's candor was as heartbreaking as it was refreshing. So, what's the truth? Are George and Amal heading for a divorce? The answer, according to George himself, is more complicated than a simple yes or no. He explained that while divorce had been discussed during difficult moments, neither he nor Amal had initiated any formal proceedings. It would be dishonest to say that divorce was never mentioned. But the reality is, when two strong people go through hard times, that word comes up. "We talked about it. We even planned what it might look like. But we never filed." He then paused and added something that caught the attention of everyone watching. "Sometimes, love looks like choosing to stay. Even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard." This powerful moment left viewers divided. Some praised George for being emotionally vulnerable and honest, while others wondered if this was a subtle way of bracing the public for an eventual announcement. While no official documents have been filed, the emotional toll clearly lingers. Amal Clooney has not spoken publicly on the topic, staying true to her reserved nature. But sources close to the couple say she's equally torn. On one hand, Amal is known for her unwavering focus and grace under pressure, traits that serve her well in courtrooms and negotiations. On the other, she's a fiercely loyal mother and partner. Friends report that Amal feels the strain of living under Hollywood's constant watchful eye. She didn't marry George Clooney, the movie star, she married George, the man, one insider revealed. But the constant paparazzi, the endless travel, the fans, it's draining. And now that their children are growing up, she's more protective than ever. According to reports, Amal and George have both taken time to seek counseling, individually and as a couple. They're trying to recalibrate their relationship, focusing on communication and reconnecting not just as parents or professionals, but as people. Part of the reason this revelation has hit so hard is because the Clooneys had become Hollywood's beacon of hope, the model for what a powerful, purposeful marriage could look like. They weren't just beautiful, they were smart, sophisticated, and deeply involved in global change. People needed to believe they were real, and now, that image is cracking. What's even more shocking is how George chose to speak out. Unlike many celebrities who release sterile statements through lawyers or cryptic posts on Instagram, George took a deeply human route. His vulnerability didn't just make headlines, it stirred emotions worldwide. He didn't paint Amal as a villain or pretend he was flawless. He showed what it looks like when two good people struggle to keep something sacred from slipping away. The future remains uncertain, but what we do know is this: George and Amal are not walking away lightly. George shared that they're currently living in separate wings of their estate, giving each other space while remaining fully involved with their children. "We still have dinner as a family. We talk every night. But we're taking time to understand what we need, individually and together," he said. No matter what happens next, the Clooney legacy won't just be about movies or courtroom wins. It'll be about vulnerability, authenticity, and how to handle love's most difficult chapters with dignity. Whether together or apart, George and Amal have shown the world what it means to confront struggles without hiding behind fame. And that, perhaps, is their greatest role yet. If you've made it this far, thank you for watching and staying with us through every twist and turn of this deeply personal and emotional story. What do you think is next for George and Amal? Will they fight through the pain and come out stronger, or is this the beginning of an amicable farewell? Let us know in the comments. And if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a breaking story that the mainstream media glosses over.